Now I don't know if I want to go out and look at them. Yeah.
For the rest of the week. What we do have out there at the moment is actually a chance for some showers and storms the remainder of the evening and into the night. Oh, time hours, and oh, look at that. Even after saying that the chances for severe weather are pretty low, and they still are. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning, it looks like, for portions of Erath County, including the Stephenville area. I'll zoom in on that pretty much right now. Let's talk about that storm. This would be for hail. So when we talk about, severe weather is a chance for hail, chance for strong damaging winds, and obviously the chances for tornado. Rarely can I say this during the months of March, April, and May, but today is one of those days. I'm not concerned with the tornado threat, but we could have some isolated instances of up to 1-inch hail, the size of a quarter. And that's what the severe thunderstorm has most likely been issued for. So it's a storm kind of headed toward the Dublin area, headed toward Stephenville at the moment. I mean, see all the pinks right there in the radar reflectivity? I mean, that's just an indication that there's definitely at least some hail occurring, most of which is probably just normal pocket change sized hail, but you could have some isolated stones or maybe, one little burst of stones that are up to 1 inch or quarter size. So that's severe thunderstorm warning for portions of Comanche, just kind of the far eastern sliver there of Comanche County, most of Erath County, and that does run until 5 o'clock or 5:30 this evening. So that storm probably going to move into, what time is it now? 4:47. That storm probably due in Stephenville in the next 25 minutes or so. For Dublin, probably in the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. So just be aware of that if you live in that part of North Texas. Now, this round of showers and storms will keep moving on up to the north and east as we head through the remainder of the afternoon into the evening. And it does mean DFW could see some rain a little bit later on, probably 6 to 9 o'clock or so. Some of those storms could make their way up into DFW. I think primarily kind of Fort Worth to Dallas and to the south. So northern DFW, your storm chances much lower. But Fort Worth to Dallas and south, chance for a few thunderstorms in the next few hours, 6 to 9 o'clock or so, and then all of this will move off to the east and to the southeast. If you're southeast to DFW, we'll keep some storm chances around as we head through the late night hours, but into the late hours after midnight and into tomorrow morning, all this will move on out, and actually we'll have kind of a reinforcing shot of cool air move in during the day tomorrow. Partly, maybe mostly cloudy at times during the day tomorrow. Some of you could be mostly sunny, just kind of depends on where you are. There might be some spotty showers across our southern areas tomorrow afternoon and evening, but most places will be dry. Cooler tomorrow behind that front. A high of only 63, about 10 degrees below normal tomorrow, but then we start warming back up. It's close to normal Thursday, above normal Friday, back close to normal Saturday, and then on Sunday we hit around 80. It's that late week time frame where I have a higher concern for severe weather than I do today. Nothing happens Tuesday besides maybe a stray shower. Could be a stray shower on Wednesday. And I really don't think a ton's going to happen on Thursday either. We're going to have a strong cap in place. The dry line's going to set up well to our west. I think thunderstorms a little bit more likely maybe along that dry line, and then they could move east as we head into the evening and nighttime hours. So that would put that severe weather threat primarily west of, especially DFW, but could end up being west of most of North Texas as well. Now, during the late night hours and into Friday morning, some of those storms may try and move into North Texas, or we could have additional storms form along that front as it moves in during the Friday morning hours, midday into early afternoon. Kind of like what we saw this past Friday, where it was primarily the morning where we saw storms, but we also saw severe weather during the morning as well. Remember, we had a couple tornadoes in Parker County. So that severe weather threat, definitely not zero, even though those storms are arriving during the morning hours. That does lessen that severe weather threat, but it doesn't make it zero at all. Right now, it's a 2 on a scale of 5 from DFW to the east. It's a little bit higher as you head up into Arkansas, Little Rock, and farther to the northeast there. Of course, this is only Monday, so we'll kind of fine-tune the details as we get a little bit closer. But as of right now, my day that I'm more concerned with for most of you would be during the day on Friday. It does look like I think Thursday will stay pretty quiet, at least during the daytime hours. Quarter, maybe half an inch of rain across the area. We'll gladly take it. Any rain tonight will come to a close as we head into tomorrow morning. 48 will be your low, and then tomorrow afternoon a cool and breezy day, 63 for the high. Then we start climbing uphill the rest of the week, 68 Wednesday, 74 on Thursday for Rangers opening day. Of course, they have the roof now, so it doesn't really matter what the weather is going to be like outside. But if you're tailgating, I think it'll be totally fine. That 20% is mainly for western areas and kind of late in the day, and just in case we get a thunderstorm. But I think storm chances are pretty low during the day on Thursday. Upcoming weekend, first weekend of April, looks dry but warm with maybe some more storms for that first week of April next week.